The last 200 years have seen a rapid growth in industrial development as humans plundered the earth to extract resources and polluted the environment in the name progress and modernization. The extravagance displayed by the lack of concern and respect for nature and the ecosystem means that humanity must now pay a high price for its actions. While some may downplay the changes to the climate as pure myth, the effects of it are quite real and are being felt in parts of the world today. Global warming is one of the foremost issues that has come about as a result of the melting polar ice caps due to drastic changes in the climate. It has caused a domino effect where rising sea levels have accosted the livelihood of people and given rise to the destruction of land, caused forced movement of people, and is a major threat to food security.
Garden banana stop. We got swampy tarotul planning lahap. Na mi playet lah time langere. Mi plus daning kokonas na kay. Samplatang plaksin kokonas. Kopay nipis kam abus montem na kay. Nan sila tentang selwara kamanta pensadut na swampy ya. Samplatang boli bagarap. Na tan selwarai godang bekam osa grove. So explain, sila kay kolim swampy taro ino sa bagarap. Maski am stop amas yes, ba still alright there. Sampla kay sa banana na kokonas, dulu kokonas sa first time nuguturan ba likin kokonas ba pinis antap. Na mi plaza kay pista solos time lord. Basta sampla time time kami time nugut.
Carteret Islands in the autonomous region of Bougainville is one case where the people are facing the severe effects of rising sea levels due to global warming. Locally known as Toulon, the Carteret Islands are located 86 kilometers or 56 nautical miles northeast of Bougainville in Papua New Guinea. The atoll has 5 low-lying islands, Han, Yangain, Yesila, Yolasa and Pule Islands, carefully scattered along a C-shaped reef surrounded by the pristine beauty of the Pacific Ocean. This group of atolls stretch 30 kilometers in the north-south direction with a total area of 0.6 square kilometers and a maximum elevation of 1.5 meters above sea level. The islands are one of the final frontiers in PNG that have not been exploited or developed by the rapid changes in today's globalized world. The last national census in 2011 recorded about 1,000 people living on the island. The past 8 years has seen a steady growth in the population of Carteret Islands. The growth in population means there is a greater demand for land. This demand will soon become near impossible to cater for due to the rise in sea levels that is washing away the scarce land on the islands. Land is a sacred commodity on Bougainville. With the scarcity of land, which continues to diminish as the ocean slowly envelops it, Carteret Islanders are being forced to move away from their homeland. For the islanders, it has been a losing battle against the forces of nature where they've come to realize that their islands may soon cease to exist. It is a sad reality, but one that has already dawned on the islanders that they may one day have to leave the islands. Despite these challenges, for the past 20 years, the inhabitants of the islands have proved their resilience by trying to defy Mother Nature and the effects of the rising sea levels.
So here now you stop lo here haplo soloraya. Start long hape me play inside some nabis lo me play long hap nai go down some long nabis through long hap. So lines when so lines to be not long go na but long here because solora bisa come all time. Me play sa bay go shoot sim kakem giraune and bay rausimbe. So Mrs. Long time even step out. Even go round about lo Kevin or I'm yet even walk looking till low walk him this la si wall. So I've been using one pla all floater, lo one pla uncle long in. I've been using na go carry molis la giant clam shells here. Now I'm come building business. First time I've been starting I come maplo here behind I'm looking also must extend him.
In order to mitigate the effect of climate change, the islanders built seawalls and planted mangroves to hold back the rising tides, which has already eroded 6 meters of the land and is increasing steadily. The rising sea levels has also made the low-lying islands vulnerable to king tides, which rip through the isles occasionally. This intensifies the level of salt on dry arable land used for subsistence farming, which is having an effect on the yield on staple food crops. This in turn creates food security issues for the Carteret Islands. The staple diet of the islanders are the few remaining coconut, sago palms, swamp taro, and bananas. Pandanus trees are used for food and building materials. There are instances when it got so bad when food becomes very scarce and people have to rely on coconut and fish to survive. A woman leader from Carteret Trees, Haiti, when interviewed by NBC Bougainville, gave her story on how climate change was affecting her family.
Also, name lo mi am Trees Haiti mi kam lo Carteret Island. Na mi like story lo how mi plaon mama sabe stop lo place. Also mi play stop but lo island lo mi pla na how mi looking island lo mi pla mi also mi walk long so luara now mi walk long kai in all same before now na mi pla tu how mi looking mi play overpopulated too much long island. Mi pla overpopulated na tu lo mi pla got plenty all things. Sem mi play no one and too much long side lo wara. Now yet ya season mi dry season we lo here lo buka island mi pon down rainy pon down lo island mi play no one wara pon down lo this la time. Na tu all sem no mi play transporti hat too much lo mi play. Liklik marasin we mi play kisim mi also mi play kisim na time mi sa isot also mi play painim hat now long side lo health lo marasin now.
Health security is a problem where medical supplies run out and without proper shipping services to provide for the needs of the people, they are left to fend for themselves. The only means of transportation are small crafts owned by individuals as they make the perilous journey, braving stormy seas to mainland Bougainville to seek supplies and other services. Women and children are the most vulnerable, having to go without proper food and clean drinking water and having economic security.
Lo before lo 1984 is coming up lo 88. Yang kuberia mi play bin hamamas longen because mi play bin sabe golong kuberia na kisim kai time mi play golong arawa house time mi play discharge golong kuberia na tuiba mi all by salem kai golong mi play no bin sa isot lo disla because before tu all sipi sabe golo twice a month tu time lo one month na now ya also transport hat now lo mi pla also how mi pla bin stop lo kuber how mi looking now ya long island also solwara now we work lo pinisim population to mi overpopulated mi pla now past time in all money no bin stop long bus mi pla stop long have one mi pla stop lo on have mi pla stop long eta so now ya we can to percent ingatol families now we work lo stop lo one time on garden kay lo mi pla so that's why na meeting on some money can look lo mi pla na salim sampla things also water and sanitation I can help him mi pla na mi pla can gatol good pla tank long kisimwara na good pla houses lo kisimwara gamani sabe slow lo look lo disla we mi pla yeti also how mi play survive lo island now ni can to also now ya inogat one niya also long halibim oliet mi playet gamani inogat one niya long help mi pla na also liklik business houses lo mi pla only using all private boats long now li kambay mol something now li gosalim low place na on kagoblong wal tu sampla time mino sabi pinisarya because inogat work money also kopra na kakao all liklik one niya only nogat also mol fishing projects to mino alright to mas na past time bin alright may plus sabi igat one plamani bin say by peace na time mi also mino one to mas no na imihat long kisimoni long by mol something long place.
It is a constant predicament for the women who worry about providing a safe and secure environment for their families. They are the ones who know the needs of the family and have voiced their concerns on lacking government support. Their primary concern has been transportation and logistics, which serves as an essential lifeline for the islanders to source much-needed supplies for basic infrastructure services such as health and education. A ward member of Yangain in Carteret says governments have failed the people miserably despite numerous researches conducted to help people cope with the effects of climate change. These have not been successful.
Also now you work looking lo here. First time through me work like to long slab you stop long enia some siwole. Some siwole result long this rising sea levels. Na been work long erode them work lo rausim solwara work lo rausim girana some this one siwole. Mrs. Plong ita soli wokem. Me no bin help him lo making this one kind to lo nephew Plongena. Sorry, niece Plongena wo wokem na pali hap si wol lo side because I'm all neva lo mi pla. So the work lo wokem lo time me bin stop out lo buka. Long upside long bus where me place plan mol banana na all some pitaron about Longena. Yeah, slapem all man even working attempt too long tram banisim saw lines one time all giant clamp shells yeah all skin blongen now but I mean no win up long walk out because time strong blow wind na say cause him rough sea seaside flow come side all gonna bagarapim gen all Swampitaro na all food gardens long ipla. Na mi play inside relate so long all lik kokona sivin say stop na mi play inside feed longen. Na one time too low. Mi play inside stop the sol too long all fish na all nabla all kakabla solwara. how me play bin work long time helping me play it long me play bin say salem ol golong solwara kisimol fees na kam marketing locally big play album through even naplong come up time even say got time long by peace lama me even expecting by all this community based plan me play bin working one time IOM boli mas pursue him but unfortunately me no save why na online long government long me play no look long pursue all this community based project me play bin plan him already me play bin launch him too na me even look forward to that also by suppose this level seawall project long me play even up come up so me play bin kisim sample legal material to thing road me play bin kisim come long first play shipment long one time IOM me play bin kisim sample fishing gears some gear now all nets also this lies type but time me play bin kisim da solem only losing thing will get again long pursue something because this la time first plus shipment even come long say all seawall all cement will even come na because timing long ship to him all even hurry up in me plan only carry me go back all some plus cement long me plan must come cement him all seawall line even walking long place transport long legal island ta solve now big problem na me play ama mas true long this la about honorable vice president he give him long me play community blow yangan by me play use him now long some locate all needs blow transport long me play long time me play go lo bukao me play go back long han long health center blow sub health center blow me play long small advice na him can help him me play too long go come long all Papua Islands suppose he got need long me play must travel side blow health center too we got run down night post building me bagarap but one pla APO even come men him this la one stop one time he pla long sample money go finish I think yeah na me less long stop lo here me ti withdraw lo here na me go now me base again long hand long pineapple long me play past time even say got stock but before this la APO even move out lo here me shift him all geta na me play been work lo one day me shift him go away but them been kiss me go all same lo buka time me raw small marasin and time me come back now me stop lo hand me no sabe me come on time sample new plus stock lo all sub health center lo hand o me no clear too much now.
In order to address the issues of climate crisis, the people have started their own project, which involves building seawalls protecting their homes to minimize the rate of erosion. The people have also gone ahead in collecting mangrove seedlings from mainland Bougainville to plant around their small islands. A few have grown, but most have been eaten by fish or washed away. Gardens are being protected from the wind by building traditional fence from dried coconut leaves at the edges of the gardens. The plight of these innocent islanders is the result of the developed nation's surge in unregulated growth that has increased its carbon emissions that continues to contribute to the destruction of the ozone layer. Representative of the atolls and Vice President of the Autonomous Bougainville Government, Raymond Masono, has been at the forefront in dealing with the issue. Mr. Masono says that despite the climate change being the 13th goal of the Sustainable Development Goals, the national government has done next to nothing to address the issue. He says that with the meager resources that the ABG has, his office has been doing its best to make life a little easier for the islanders. There were numerous researches done by the government at the national level, including organizations such as the International Office of Migration. Most of the research by international NGOs has been used for advocacy to garner support for the Carteret Islands at the international level, while the government research has never yielded any form of tangible development. Mr. Mazono says the Carteret Islands is one of the 5 places in PNG that was supposed to receive grants from the Asian Development Bank through its Building Resilience to Climate Change project, but so far that assistance is yet to eventuate.
So we want to help those people, first of all, by helping them to build better houses, to secure agreement with their host community so that you have agreement so that they are not chased away as soon as they have disputes over the piece of land. So that's our priority now. Our problem is funding. There is this Asian Development Bank funded project called the PNG Building Resilience to Climate Change. It's been on for about 8 years now, but Bougainville is one of the 5 provinces that must benefit from this project. So far we have not received any toya of that funding. Most of the funding is used by officials from Climate Change and Development Authority, Asian Development Bank, who come in and out of Bougainville to do research. We are saying, no, there's already enough research being done. If you're looking for people who are suffering from the effects of climate change, we have people that are already suffering that needs to be assisted. And hopefully the climate change funding will become valuable so that we can assist our people who are living here, and also those of our people who continue to live in our communities.
While the assistance for climate resilience has yet to eventuate, ADB in 2018 alone had 18 project grants and loans in PNG, mostly focusing on infrastructure development, high-impact projects such as airports and highway development projects. Bougainville is going through rapid socio-economic and political change as it prepares to hold a referendum in October this year to decide its political future, to remain with PNG or become a separate sovereign.
So far, we have seen the 17 SDGs that needs to be achieved by 2030 or 2050, somewhere over there. Unfortunately, the programs relating to climate change, in Bougainville especially, there have not been any such programs conducted to sort of synthesize our people towards implementing those SDGs. We are still we have a plan. We have already submitted a climate change implementation plan to CCDA and Asian Development Bank, but they have not come back to us with any tangible response as to whether they're going to fund our programs. For example, we have a program that addresses the direct effect of climate change on building materials like sago and pandanus leaves. 2 basic building materials that our people use for thatch roof. We have started a program to replace this dwindling material with corrugated iron. In the Carteret we have completed Carteret. All of them have received, every household have received 14 pieces of 12 feet roofing iron. We now need to roll out this program to fit Motlok and Tasman. We can't at this stage because one, the ABC budget structure has changed. It is no longer constituency based. it's now sectoral based, and also the government is no longer allocating the restoration and development grant that was used to give money to constituencies so that they can use it to develop projects in their areas. So we are hoping, our only hope is one, that the Climate Change Development Authority will come good and help us to continue this project so that we can roll it to the other communities in the atolls, or we have also written to the member for North Bougainville to assist us continue that project so that we can complete it somehow, if not this year, next year. So these are the kind of things that we want to do for people, and these are the kind of things that we expect Climate Change Development Authority and Asian Development Bank to be looking at funding for us.
DABG has already embarked on revitalizing its economy through exploitation of its natural resources through mineral extraction, logging, and developing plantations on Bougainville. The adverse effects from these proposed development initiatives will have a tremendous effect on its carbon footprint and the environment.
People of atolls, their lives revolves around managing the effect of climate change. Every night they sleep, they're at risk of a tsunami, they're at risk of king tide, they're at risk of strong winds. Over the first 3 months of this year, we had 3 months of consistent strong winds and rains which destroyed all food crops. So the government had to respond by sending in relief supplies to all the islands. So that's the effect of climate change. We are having to live with this menace. We do not contribute to, for example, greenhouse gas emission. We are the least contributors, but we are paying the highest penalty for something which we are not responsible for. The industrial world is the one that is responsible for this, but it doesn't seem to be focusing on assisting communities most affected by the effect of climate change. Stop wasting time and money on doing research. You have the face of climate change in the atolls of Bougainville. You have the face of climate change in the Carteret. There have been so many documentaries made about the effect of climate change in the Carteret, and yet, people use these documentaries to make millions of money outside, and yet the people who are used as subjects in these documentaries continue to suffer from the effect of climate change. So rather than just making it a rhetoric, we want to see tangible programs addressing the effect of this climate change on our people.
As Bougainville stands on the threshold of forging a new path in its destiny, it also presents an opportune time for the government to seriously consider its position on sustainable development initiatives.